Good morning to you. It's Sunday the 8th of October and yes, we're still in Middlewich. It's been 5 weeks since we've been doing some filming. We have been asked a few times, why are our vlogs so far behind? And the simple reason is we've been hanging around Middlewich for about 5 weeks, so the pups can get treatment and little Primrose can get spayed. All done now. The dogs are vaccinated. Primrose has been spayed and she's fine. They're all fine. We're all fine. A bit more of what we've been up to. We haven't really been up to much. It's all been work and looking after the doggies really, but we're ready to go. Go into the water point up here, get a load of washing, and we'll have a chat when we get going. And the little ones have really enjoyed that playground there. A little bit noisy on a Saturday night, unfortunately, but it's been good. Yes, Middlewich has been very kind to us. We've quite enjoyed our stay here. In fact, it feels a little bit like home, and the boaters amongst you will know how we feel. When you stay somewhere for so long, you do feel like you're part of the community. But we have enjoyed it. But we get into the water point first and then we'll have a chat. Well, you can just see under the bridge there we have got a boat on the water point, so we're in a queue. So here we are at one of the wharfs in Middlewich. Well, we're going through the centre of Middlewich. The town is just behind, and just behind me is an old wharf here. Lovely 3-storey warehouse is behind me there. Yeah, goods would have been stored there and then loaded with a little crane on the front down to working boats. I don't know what that building was, if I'm quite honest. I think it was an old pub in latter days, but I'm sure it was offices or something for the waterways. But yeah, it's a nice old wharf. That's the water done. Got a load of washing done. Now we've got 4 locks, the Middlewich 3 here, and then King's Lock by the King's Lock pub. Nikki and the little ones have gone up to set the next lock for us. Unfortunately, a boat was just going up and there isn't any coming down, so they're draining the pound, and then we're into the first lock of 4 for today. Now this is a test. My first single lock for months. Bang bangity bang bang, methinks. Nice and steady does it, I think. We're not looking too bad. Does feel weird going into a single lock. Oh, we did go bang bangity bang bang. After months of doing double locks up towards Leeds and of course through Leeds and beyond, it does feel strange to be in a single lock, a narrow lock. But a lot quicker. I'm just pulling forward a bit, but I'm not going into the next pound. The next pound looks very, very low. So I'm waiting for Nikki just to drain the next lock and then I'll go in. That's it, Noah and Nikki have opened the next gate, so we can go straight into the next lock. Little Lily there is doing the gate behind me. So yeah, it's all working, it's all going well. locks are commonly known as the Middlewich 3. When I come out of this lock, which is the second one, I've got a 90-degree turn to the right to get into the final of one of the three. Years ago though, there used to be a staircase lock that used to cut the corner off many moons ago. And a few weeks ago we met up with a gentleman called Glyn, who's a volunteer on the River Weaver, a volunteer locking. Now a colleague of his actually helps out here on the Middlewich 3, and he's done some research to it about the staircase locks that used to cut across the corner. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the messages off Glyn with all the information on, and indeed I've had a problem with my messenger, so I do apologise if anybody's messaged me and I haven't responded. I've had to delete messenger basically. I'm getting all sorts of problems, but I will reload it again, and hopefully I can get in touch with you if you message. So I do apologise if you've messaged and you haven't got hold of me, but thanks Colin for all your effort. I can see that you've tried to message, but unfortunately I can't open them. So a 90-degree turn to the right. Just in front of us you can see the old boatyard. It's a dry dock, still working today. Right, let's get round this corner. So that's the Middlewich 3 done, and now we're heading towards the junction for the Middlewich arm of the Shropshire Union, and what's it called? King's Lock.
King's Lock.
Yeah, my brain's dead. King's Lock. I've got to say that sun is blinding, but we're just approaching the very nice, very quaint little old Middlewich wharf. We have used the Elson Point here over the last few days. They've been very helpful, and they do sell fuel, but we're hoping to bump into, not literally, but we're meeting up with Halsall, the fuel boat. It's nice to support those guys, but this is a really nice old wharf. That house you can see there is the former foreman's house of the building of the Trent and Mersey. This used to be a dead end, and when they were constructing the canal, the foreman lived in that house. And further on in the yard, you can't quite see it from here, but there's an old stable building where the old workhorses used to put up, if you like, and they used to store some stock there too. They also have their own fleet of hire boats here as well, so if you're interested in a holiday on the Trent and Mersey, this is one of the places that you can get boats from. Just going under the very quaint Booth Lane Bridge, number 169 on the Trent and Mersey, and just to the right here, by that little white picket fence thing, just there is a remembrance garden to a young lady called Kate, and they were doing the garden yesterday, and we donated a few packs of lovely spring bulbs to them. God bless you, Kate. Now we're on the Middlewich arm, the junction there. That leads you on to the Shropshire Union, well, the Middlewich arm of the Shropshire Union, but I believe that's closed at the moment. There's a couple of locks that are broken, so we're heading on under that white bridge ahead and carrying on the Trent and Mersey. And that there is the Wardle Canal, just up to the lock gates, It's the shortest canal in the UK. So we're moored up at King's Lock now. Nikki and the little ones have gone up there to have a look at the lock. And I'm going too. The lock's set. Let's get chugged. As luck would have it, a boater's going to bring his boat down, so we can leave the gate open. So we're all aboard, but we're only going about 300 yards. There's a mooring up here. The King's Lock pub is looking very busy on this lovely sunny Sunday afternoon. Well, that's us moored up once again by this very, very busy road. This will do us just for tonight. It's very noisy. It's a horrible mooring. But we're near the King's Lock chippy, so if they're open later we may get some chips. And no, we are not ham radio enthusiasts, and we're not trying to connect to Mars. That's our washing line. So we're going to hang our drawers out, get that dried, and we're moving on tomorrow, hopefully to Wheelock, where the pups can get their new harnesses. So we're looking forward to that. Catch you tomorrow. Very good morning to you. It's Monday the 9th of October and we're leaving Middlewich. We just stayed there for one night by the side of this very, very busy main road, but we had a lovely surprise yesterday afternoon. We knew that a couple of friends were coming to visit, Dave and Dawn, and it was really nice to see them. Really nice, and they bought biscuits, so it was even nicer to see them. But we had a lovely, lovely surprise by the visit of two Patreons. Martin and Michelle Wilkinson turned up and sat with us, and with the lovely daughter Lucy, cuddled all the puppies, and it must have been a couple of hours that we spent having a nice chat, and it was really nice to meet them. They are followers, and as I say, they are supporters of the channel as well, and they do comment regular on our little Facebook site. So nice to finally have a chat, and thank you very much for your support, guys. Really good to see you. Right, Rumpslock is ahead of us, so starteth our little journey to Wheelock. Yeah, over the last 5 weeks we've been hanging around Anderton and Middlewich area. We've been down the boat lift a few times and really enjoyed the River Weaver and Northwich. It was really nice. But one bonus, we were coming up one time and the Daniel Adamson, the 1930 tugboat, was moored at Anderton Boat Lift. So we had a little bit of a walk around it, well, around the outside of it. A beautiful boat, absolutely gorgeous. You can go on trips and everything on it, and it was really nice. Yeah, the Daniel Adams. Rumpslock, the first of 3, I think, today. Yeah, it was nice in Middlewich as well to have a visit from our friends Jenny and Fred Bailey. They live in Cornwall, but they come and stay up in the northwest couple of weeks a year and like to come and visit, which was nice to see them, along with Steve and Chris from Life Aboard Amy Jo. On one of our many trips going back and forwards to Anderton, we managed to have the lovely mooring of Bramble Cutting all to ourselves. It was absolutely fantastic. We had a lovely evening there. The kiddies enjoyed running around there, and we knew they were safe. Nobody was walking past, and the dogs could have a little bit of a run. It was lovely. Yeah, treasured memories, but now we're off to make new ones. Thank you, Middlewich. You can see our solar lights come on under this little bridge. It's a bit of a... I know, it's a bit low.
You haven't got your hard hat on.
No, we're not in Stanage. There we are. We're through. It's a lovely time of year now to be on the canal. You can see the autumn colours coming in. Absolutely beautiful. Well, we're just coming up to Booth Lane Locks here. Looks like a boat's just come out of this one, so fingers crossed it's set for us. I think I said we had 3 locks earlier. We have got 4. I forgot about these couple here, but yeah, I'll be glad to get away from this road. Well, that's them 2 done. Onward and upward. Crow's Nest Lock. Look at the colours over there. Autumn colours coming out, absolutely beautiful. Last lock of the day, very picturesque here with the old watermill by the side of the canal. But these autumn colours do take some beating. Yeah, on our way to Wheelock. Puppy dogs. What a lovely little mooring that boat's got. Morning. That was nice. The gentleman on the boat that just went past has followed me from the start. Thanks, fella. This area in the past has suffered quite bad with mining subsidence. So some of these pylons that you can see alongside the canal here can go up to 25 foot down to ensure that the canal stays intact. Yeah, you'd think 25 foot. It's close on the height of most houses. Lovely manicured garden there. Very nice. Shower time on Chugs. There is a service area in Wheelock, and obviously we're going to use it. We never really not use them, but we do have 2 clean kids now. We're going to top up with water, but unfortunately little Noah isn't feeling too good today. He is full of cold. Yeah, he is quite a poorly little boy with his cold this morning. So he's all wrapped up with a nice blanket and the telly on, nice and cozy. look at that. It's a cute one. I could live in that.
You could.
Yeah. At night and in the morning sometimes we are starting to feel a bit of a nip in the air. It's getting colder, so we have started foraging for a bit of wood. We have been cutting up and stocking up our wood pile, getting ready for winter. Yeah, little Dale loves it on the front step. He'll sit there with the fire. Literally, he loves the heat. Yeah, it's that time of year again, and Nikki and I love it, you know. Just love the winter. Just on the right here is the very large pet superstore that we want to visit. Yeah, we're quite excited. Dale needs a new harness, and of course the pups. All three of them need a harness now because they're allowed out tomorrow. And Nikki and I are very excited to see them running around in their little harnesses. So we'll get moored up, get a bit of dinner, and then go and have a look. Wheelock services, everything here, rubbish, Elson, the lot, and 2 water points. But what a beautiful services it is. I've always liked these buildings. They do look nice, and the lovely little cottage at the side, really, really nice. So yeah, get rid of the rubbish, get rid of the other stuff, fill up with water, and go shopping for the doggies. So that's Wheelock services done once more, and now we're going to moor up round the corner. And then what are we going to do?
Go to the pet shop.
No, we're not. I'm having a pasty.
And then we're going to the pet shop.
And then we're going to the pet shop. Oh dear. You're excited.
I am. Bobby's going to come out. Yeah.
It'll be fun. That's us done for the day. Bit of dinner and then a little bit of shopping for the doggies, for the puppies. But we're moored up at Wheelock. Up there, tomorrow, we're going to attack the Cheshire Flight, otherwise known as Heartbreak Hill, built in the 1770s. It's going to raise us up to the Potteries. There's 26 locks up there. I don't think we'll do the lot tomorrow. We'll see how far we get on, but who knows? Rain forecast on Wednesday. So tomorrow's Tuesday. We may have a good crack at it. We'll see how we get on. Come and join us tomorrow.